is going on out there, peeps? Good Lord, more and more of these people are popping up out of the woodworks. In case you don't know who this person is, this is the Queen of Canada. I'm not even kidding. And she has a huge following. So now we have a Queen of Canada and this woman. The Gregory Howlett thinks he's the King of England. We have Russell J. Full, who thinks he's running the United States. Mark Christopher's in there as well. I mean, there's a whole slew of these people. And it's amazing how many people they got following them. Let's get into this because I think you guys would be curious. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link will be down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy Silver. Yes, it has changed. PIMPY-SILVER. So if you're watching this video and it's an older video, make sure you check on current videos because the code is going to be changing from time to time from now on. Also, I can be found on other platforms. Everybody knows I have my own website, Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I post videos that I can't get away with over on YouTube. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. You can also come follow me on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and Odyssey. The links for all these platforms will be down below in the description. So for whatever reason, if I get removed off of one platform, you could find me on the others. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. Go ahead and pause the video and write this down and feel free to reach out to me. So here she is, the Queen of Canada. Yes, this woman is claiming to be the Queen of Canada and she has a huge following. So, is she the Queen of Canada? Well, let's listen in to what she has to say.
To we the people of the Kingdom of Canada, I address you today as your Commander-in-Chief and Queen. To the Russian and American people, I address you as the mediator between the United States and Russia pertaining to Ukraine crises. I have been requested by the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces to act as the mediator between Russia and the United States. I must inform we the people of the Kingdom of Canada that as part of my negotiation with the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces, I have requested that Queen Romana of the Kingdom of Canada be provided an aircraft bearing the flag of the Kingdom of Canada and with the call sign Queen Romana, for short QR1.
Yeah, see this Q right here? That should give you a hint. It's weird how all these wackadoodles incorporate God all the time, because it works. When you use God in your little scheme here, then people tend to fall for it. So she believes she's the Queen of Canada. The Guardian. The Queen of Canada, the rapid rise of a fringe QAnon figure sounds alarm. Romana Deludulu, however way you say her name, claims sovereignty over Canada and is gaining fame online as trust and erodes in the country's civil institutions. Sounds familiar. Sounds like Russell J. Full to me. She travels Canada in a flag draped over her RV with an entourage. She greets supporters in small towns who eagerly film the encounters on their mobile phones. She's called on her disciples to execute healthcare workers and politicians who support mass vaccination campaigns. Well, at least she's bolder than these other wackadoodles. Come on, man, step up your game, Russell J. Full. At least this chick is looking for retribution here. To her more than 60,000 followers online, she's the newly installed Queen of Canada. But to law enforcement and national security officers, she represents a threat that online conspiracy theorists may be all too capable of inflicting real-world harm. The Queen of Canada, a leader within a fringe QAnon-linked movement, has claimed sovereignty over Canada, gaining limited but growing popularity amid an erosion of trust in the country's democratic and civil institutions. So last week, she made national headlines after her disciples attended the Make a Citizen's arrest of police officers in Petersburg in Ontario City, nearly 300 kilometers southwest of Ottawa. The stunt prompted warning from experts that similar events are likely in the future as online groups become more emboldened to act. So, this woman is an immigrant from the Philippines, and she went to Canada when she was 15 after losing both of her parents. In 2007, she set up an engineering, recruiting, and consulting firm and a separate healthcare consultancy, both with limited success. More than a decade later, she formed her own nationalist political party, Canada First, in 2021, with promises to end the enslavement of Canadians and withdraw the country from international alliances. So look, that's what people are zeroing in on. Seriously, they want change in their governments. Instead of doing the right thing and changing the governments, because there's more of you than there are of them, they get hooked onto these wackadoodles. Seriously, they do. They regurgitate each other's crap. They make up these elaborate stories about who they are and how it is they came to the monarchy and how they control the country and that the current government has been hiding the truth from the world. So here is your Queen of Canada. Not to be outdone, here is the hidden King of England, also known as Jesus Christ, the resurrection. Yes, this guy took it to that level. His claim to fame jumped when our friend Charlie Ward highlighted him in his group, and it really took off from there. This guy believes he is the second coming of Jesus Christ as well as the King of England. You can see right here, Joseph Gregory Howlett, King John III, or so he thinks. And it goes into all this other stuff about how we have predictive programming, which I'm familiar with. And it goes on to all these other things about how the powers that be are evil people and how their governments are corrupt, which are all true. And a lot of people know this. But this is how these wackadoodles are sneaking in. They're like, hey, I'm the resolution. I'm the real Queen of Canada. I'm the real King of England. I'm also Jesus reincarnated. Look at this. Quite possibly Jesus' great-great-great-great-grandson. So Charlie Ward posted a video on this guy and it went ballistic. So you have the Queen of Canada, and this here is supposed to be Jesus Christ, otherwise known as the King of England. But wait a minute, there's something even more interesting. This is a true timeline. This is a true research. This guy actually found through all his research, and this guy's a legitimate research journalist, not one of these wackadoodles out there. And he's about to approach a man and explain to him why it is that he's actually the true King of England. And I'm going to leave a link for this video because I highly recommend you check it out because it is mind-blowing. This isn't fake. This is legit. Now, this guy that he's coming up to, he's not aware of what's going on, but listen to what he says. So this is the journalist making this claim, not the person himself.
Which means that Elizabeth was illegitimate, Henry VII was illegitimate anyway, so this whole Tudor dynasty, it means that you are the rightful King of England. How do you feel about that?
Bloody awful, isn't it?
I will leave a link to this because I did watch this. Unlike that Gregory Howlett guy who thinks he's Jesus and was the true King of England, this guy here might have a legitimate claim. I don't think he's interested in doing anything about it, but the research that was done by the journalist is definitely something I think people should take a look at. And I think somebody like M, Seeker of Truth, might get a kick out of this one. This is a guy I would love to see either one of these gentlemen here get on his show. The challenge has been laid out. So yeah, we have a Queen of Canada, and here is the King of England, and here is the ruler, Postmaster General of the United States. Although I'm Postmaster General of the universe. No? No? Okay. Yeah. Russell J. Fool. This guy here, I know, he's a wackadoodle. But just like the Queen of Canada has a bunch of followers, and that Gregory Howlett has a bunch of followers, this guy does too. And I've been attacked several times for talking crap about this fool. So this here is called the last flag standing. People know that the War Castle videos had Sergeant Robert Horton, who I actually personally know did these videos with Russell J. Full. Robert Horton still believes in Russell. Let's listen in and hear what Russell has to say.
Our Postmaster-General of the World Corporation, Colin Russell-J. Colin Gould, is an American hero. He is what I think should be the poster child for hero of the planet and what he's done.
And what exactly has he done? Now keep in mind, his crap has been going on for years. What has been accomplished? Nothing. Nothing at all. I've heard so many lies from that guy, it's not even funny. Let's go on just a little bit longer.
He's taken on this whole system and figured out how to hold them accountable and make them positively perform with the grammar.
I lived at the end of SeaTac International Airport with my father and mother and sister. It was a rough and tumbly neighborhood. My parents, my father was an antenna man and my mother was a stage.
Yeah, okay, listen, I can't go any more on this. You know, I did a video and I'll repost it over there on Pimpy's News Network for people to check out. Now, I exposed this guy left and right. I have paperwork, I have research paper, just seriously debunking all of his crap. His own parents and family wanted to institutionalize him. They said that David Wayne Miller had brainwashed this guy. I've even posted several court cases that this man claimed that he won, that he didn't actually win. He took a lot of people's money, including mine, making all kinds of promises that he could fix things in the court, and never fixed anything. He's just a fraud, man. That's all he is. But has a ton of following. People actually believe this guy is some kind of hero. A hero has to do something. You know what I mean? If you're going to call somebody a hero, what did they actively do to earn that title? What has Russell J. Full done? Besides sit around and blow smoke up people's ass, just like that Queen of Canada, just like that Gregory Howlett. What have they accomplished? Nothing. So Russell thinks he's the Postmaster General of the world. But here's something crazy. There's another one. Mark Christopher. He called himself at one time the Postmaster General. Now he's changed it to Postmaster Judge. Because too many people, there's another woman out there claiming to be the Postmaster General. And like that Mike Control over there on Mark Aziz's YouTube channel that comes on and claims that he has these magical codes that'll free the world. There's another Postmaster General out there that she's claiming that she has the codes to free the money to save the world. It's like, oh my God, there's so many of these people. Mark Christopher, as a matter of fact, he is a huge follower of David Wayne Miller. Oh my God. So you could go here and you could look him up. Look at David Wayne Miller. This guy had a definite cult following. You know what I mean? This David Wayne Miller. Let's just listen in a little bit to Mark.
Some of the questions that I'm normally asked is, Mark, where do you get your power from? Mark, where did you learn all of these things? Well, I learned what I learned from David Wayne Miller and then practiced it on myself and had success after success with it. And once I had achieved enough successes, I started teaching it to people. And by that time, I already had become a Chief Federal Postal Court judge. That's one element of it. Where do I get the power from? It's very simple. We have one language. We have a language, quantum language, that was created by David Wayne Miller that provides one...
Enough. Anyways, he's another one of these hyphen, semicolon, fully in my colon, whatever the hell you want to call them. It shocks me the number of these type of wackadoodles that are out there, the number of followers they have. It's ridiculous. It also shows me that these people, nowhere in their right mind, are following God, nor Jesus. Because they wouldn't be so easily deceived by these idiots who keep making all these promises, these false promises to people that they're going to come in and change these nations. The Queen of Canada, she's going to overthrow the government and prosecute and imprison all the people for the mandates. You got Russell J. Foles going to do the same thing. Mark Christopher here even declared Nasera Jacera already. As you can clearly see right here, he's talking about Nasera Jacera, and at the end of one of his videos, he officially claims Nasera Jacera is to be implemented now. So who the heck are these wackadoodles, man? And what's even more scarier is why are there so many people out there that support them, that absolutely believe them? We have a Queen of Canada, a King of England, a Postmaster General of the United States that claims to be the president. People really need to reestablish a relationship with God. I'm serious, because it's crazy how out of hand this has gotten. But this also shows you just how desperate everybody is to get away from the corrupt politicians that we have around the world. But if you think these wackadoodles are the answers, you're sadly mistaken. The real answer is to turn to God and Jesus, because they're the ones that are going to get you out of this mess. All right. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. I look forward to your comments, and I will catch you later. I'm out.